the dog who waited at every step for his blind friend. A story of love without limits. The sun had just started melting over the horizon when the two dogs stepped onto the dusty trail again. One walked confidently, his ears twitching with every sound. The other, eyes clouded by blindness, moved slowly, carefully, his paws gently seeking the earth, like a blindfolded child trying to remember the steps of a dance. But he wasn't alone. By his side was the dog who always waited. His name was Jasper, part shepherd, part something gentler. And he had a soul that seemed far too wise for his young ears. His blind friend, Milo, had lost his sight as a pup. A sudden illness had taken the light from his world, leaving only darkness and fear, but not despair, because from the moment his eyes went dim, Jasper was there. At first, Jasper didn't understand. He nudged Milo to play, ran circles around him, puzzled by the slowness of his movements. But the moment he saw Milo walk into the garden wall and whimper in confusion, something shifted in Jasper's heart. From then on, he stopped running ahead. From then on, he waited. Whether it was a few steps down the stairs or a trip to the water bowl, Jasper was never far. He'd nudge Milo softly when he veered too far left. He'd bump him right again with the gentlest touch of his nose. When Milo grew too tired to climb the hill in the backyard, Jasper would sit beside him, refusing to move, until his friend was ready. People came and went from their home. Visitors smiled and marveled. "He's like a guide dog for another dog," they'd say, eyes wet with wonder. But to Jasper, it wasn't special. It was just what love does. One cold night, a thunderstorm rolled through town. The wind rattled windows, and rain pelted the roof like stones. Milo was trembling in the corner, unable to find his bed. The flashes of lightning didn't mean much to him, but the sound, the crashing sky terrified him. Jasper found him there, tucked into the base of the kitchen wall, and instead of lying in his own warm spot, Jasper laid down beside Milo, curled his body around his friend, and licked his ears until the trembling slowed. That was the thing with Jasper. He didn't speak, but every moment of his life was a sentence of loyalty. Every pause, every wait, every turn of his head, when Milo got too far, was a vow. They grew older, and Milo, though blind, grew braver. He walked further, stumbled less, because he had memorized Jasper's movements, because he had trust. One day, Jasper sprained a paw and limped behind. Milo, sensing something was wrong, stopped walking halfway down the garden path. He waited, nose in the air, ears twitching. And when he heard Jasper's gentle pant behind him, he moved again, slowly, adjusting his pace so his old friend could keep up. That's when they're human. Sarah realized this wasn't just one dog guiding another. This was two souls walking each other home. People always say dogs see the world through their noses, through their hearts. And maybe that's true. But some dogs, like Milo, don't see it all. And yet, he saw Jasper not with his eyes, but with his everything. And Jasper, he never once grew impatient. He waited when Milo took too long. He stopped when Milo was confused. He turned back when Milo was scared. Every step they took was a step together. And maybe that's the real vision, not what we see with eyes, but what we feel when someone waits for us, at every step, in every hour, through every shadow, because love, like Jasper's, doesn't walk ahead or behind. It walks beside.